One of the other things that we often get asked about is, what's the difference between all of these systems? Why should I pay money for one system over another system? How should I start to differentiate between suppliers when I'm doing a request for proposal? All of these issues. We typically advise customers to think about a number of things and then make their informed decision. And one of the really critical things that we ask them to think about is plan ahead from the very beginning. So if you know you have to validate a system, and if you're watching this from the drug industry, then you do, then think about how you're going to do that before you buy the system. Is the system that you're going to buy validatable to 21 CFR Part 11 or to Annex 11 in the European Union, just to take two examples? And ask your suppliers that question. How are you going to make sure that I am compliant, that my system is stable, and that my validation burden doesn't get too great? And typically those systems will boil down to two different options. There'll be a single tenant system where you have a product instance that you control, you lock down, you decide when and where it's updated, how that's going to work. Or there's a multi-tenant system whereby you share an environment with other people and the solution provider decides when that environment is updated and patched, and you don't really have the same level of control over when you accept those changes. As a validation engineer, you're probably going to want to control your environment quite tightly. So you're making a choice of how you want to do that. And perhaps in some cases, you're giving control to other people. Here at RFXL, we believe that you should be in control. You should have the ability to decide how you're going to lock down your system, when you're going to make changes to your system, and how you're going to document and prove to the regulators when they come to audit your system what you did, how you did it, and when you did it, and that you have total control over what you did. So that's our philosophy. We've always been that way. Think of the reason we're doing this and think of what we have to jump through in terms of hoops with regulators to make sure that we get what we need out of the system and that we keep patients safe and we keep data with full integrity all the way through its life cycle.